Now to the latest in Ukraine, the ongoing unrest and the downing of Malaysia Airlines Flight 17. The Ukrainian military confirms anti-Kiev fighters shot down two of its fighter jets near Donetsk. The separatists claim one of the pilots died and the other is on the run. In the passenger plane crash, MH17's black boxes are now in the United Kingdom. The British Air Accidents Investigation Branch says it will download the information from the voice and data recorders. Malaysia, where the flight was heading, held a special session of Parliament. The Malaysian Prime Minister led a moment of silence and then condemned the murders of 298 innocent people. The first remains arrived in the Netherlands, home to 193 of the victims, on Wednesday, designated a day of national mourning. We have comprehensive coverage from Ukraine on the investigation, but we begin in the Netherlands with Richard Bestick, and he's at Eindhoven Air Base, where two planes carrying 40 coffins arrived earlier. Richard, I imagine the mood is very somber.
It was somber, it was reverential, it was dignified. Susan, when those planes finally landed and the coffins were removed by military personnel, it was a deeply emotional moment. They were brought home, they were brought here to where their journey started. It was a dignified close to a traumatic and chaotic journey from the killing fields of eastern Ukraine. It was watched not just by the Dutch royal family and the country's Prime Minister Mark Rutte, but also by thousands who lined the route as the convoy of hearses moved out and drove away from the military airfield here behind me. They were carefully placed in the back of those hearses. They were given the respect that you expect the dead to be given, something that Holland feels hasn't been attributed to them over the last week of negotiations trying to get them out of the Ukraine.
Richard, what is the next step? When will the bodies be returned to the families?
Well, that is actually an open-ended question. They were driven by road to a military medical facility where the process of establishing identity will begin. We know that it can take several months. It is a very complicated procedure. And indeed, Susan, it was one of the sadder moments of this poignant day, that of the thousands of family and friends who were there to see the planes land, they didn't really know whether their loved ones were on board. And indeed, because of the ongoing differences of opinion about total numbers of bodies retrieved, they won't know if their loved ones will be returning on any of the flights that'll be coming in from the Ukraine between now and Friday. So a poignant day, but it was not a day for detail about investigations, or here in Holland at least, or what will happen now, but really just a day to pay respects and give those people, those dead people from the flight MH17, the dignity that they so much deserve.
Absolutely. Richard Bestick reporting live from Eindhoven. Thank you for that.